Hello, everyone. Welcome to this amazing episode, where in this episode, we look at the difference between assignments, equality, and then identity. Will I capture them as such? By inference, I'm referring to the single equal sign, the double equal sign, and then also the is statement. All right. So starting off with a single equal sign, we use that for variable assignment. Okay, that's to assign a value to a variable. So let's say I define the parameter x or the variable x, and then I give it values of, let's say, 23, 40, 95, 13. All right. Now, what I've done here is to just assign the values 23, 40, 95, and 13 to x. So if I run this, I expect to have x being exact same values. Sorry, that's a uppercase x, but in this case sensitive. All right, so we have 23, 40, 95, 13. And then let's create another element, say y. And then we equate that to x. All we are doing is to pass the values of x back to y. So in this case, the right-hand side is the value, the left-hand side is a variable. So the values of x, which is 23, 40, 95, 13, will be assigned to y. So if we run this, we should have y being the same as x. We have x here and then y, and they are same values, right? Okay. So now with a double equal sign, all we are trying to do is to find out if they are same values. So it's a comparison or it's a relation. And in the end, all we'll be getting as an output will be a Boolean. Booleans are either true or false. So let's try x double equal sign y. And then let's run this selection. We should have either true or false. In this case, we expect to have true because they are same. And then we also try with the is. So x is y. X is y. By this, it's also a comparison. In this first case, we would have the response true. And that's because all we've done in this case is just to pass the elements to a different name or a different variable name. What we've just done is just picture it this way, that we have one person, that's the same person, and then just rename the person. Okay, so take it as though you with your first name and then your surname. Okay, so we either call you by your first name or call you by your surname and you respond. Okay, so it's nothing different. It's the same personality, just having two different names. However, let's create a third element, say z, and then create this as a copy of x, so x.copy. All right. Now we type in x, we have this, and then we type in z, we also have this. They look the same, they have similar features, they have similar content. However, they are not the same. So let's start with the double equal sign first. So we have x and then relational equal sign to z. And then this will produce a true because this compares just the elements and the elements are the same. Okay, so it gives us a true response. However, if we try with the is, x is z, we would get a different output, which is false. Because in this case, what it does is not just compare the elements, but compare the whole identity of that variable. Okay, and then a better way to understand it is just like having two identical twins. Okay, we have identical twins, and then, sorry, I meant we have identical twins. If we have identical twins, they would look similar, they would behave similar, they will have same, behaviors and then patterns and traits. However, the question of whether these two people are the same personality, are the same person, it's actually false because they are two different people. Even though they behave similarly, they have same patterns, they have same characteristics, they are two separate people. All right. And so by this in line 13, because we created a copy, what we did was to create a copy of the element, not to rename that element. Okay, so we have a different copy that looks similar to the original copy, which is x. So when we test with the is, trying to see whether it is exactly the same element we have, the same variable we have in. Though to us it looks right, it looks as though they are same, they are different, because with the same identical twin analogy, the two would have similar patterns and behaviors, and then, well, in some cases even similar emotions, but then the two are separate individuals. unlike the Y, which is just the same elements that has been renamed. Right. I hope you enjoyed this session. If you have a question, don't hesitate to leave it in the comment section, and then the team, as myself and the team, will try to respond to your questions. And then we believe that you had a wonderful time today. Keep learning. Like I always say, the space up there is quite huge for everybody to excel. So push yourself, go all the way out, and then be good at programming. Have a wonderful time coding. And if you haven't subscribed already, do subscribe and then turn on the post notification so that you always get notified when there's a new content. Don't forget to also like, give a thumbs up, and then also share this video with your friends, people who are enthusiastic about program. You might be helping somebody. Do have a wonderful time, and then all the best. Bye-bye. See you later.